Can Gon and his new chameleon friend come up with the perfect plan to stop the Chimera Ant King? Find out in my review of episode 102 of Hunter x Hunter. Of all of the Chimera ants which have been introduced so far, I think that Melioron is definitely one of the most interesting and charismatic. And a lot of that has to do with his really crazy chameleon design, which is very fun, and just leads for a lot of really great possibilities. But what was great about this episode is we got to learn a little bit more about his character, how he works, and why he wants to work with Gon, which is really, really important to the story. Now, we've already seen that he's a chameleon and he has the ability to sort of blend in with everything around him, which is pretty awesome already. But in this episode, we learned that he is a chain smoker, and I like when we learn this fact because it sort of segues into his brand new ability. Gon brings up the fact that if you're going to smoke, this is bad because it's not going to conceal your presence. Even if you're invisible, they're still going to be able to smell your cigarettes. That's when he reveals he has this ability to hold his breath and become completely invisible and conceal his presence, and it even tricks the minds of people around him. You could physically touch him when he's invisible, but you still wouldn't realize he's there, and this is his special ability known as the perfect plan. And this ability gets even better because he goes on to explain that if he actually touches someone while using the perfect plan ability, they can use it as well. So it's basically a really good combination technique, and Melioron is definitely not strong. He even admits that he's the weakest of the Chimera ants, and that's why he needs Gon's help. He wants to take out the Chimera Ant King. And why? Well, this is when we finally get a little bit of characterization for this guy. Now, we've seen in the past that some of the Chimera ants actually have, like, memories of when they were humans, or the human parts that are inside of them. And apparently Melioron had a relationship with that one penguin Chimera ant whom Meruem completely messed up a couple episodes ago, and because of that, he wants to get revenge against him, and this is why he and Gon are going to have to team up, and it's a really great combination, and things start to build up a little bit more as the episode goes on. We get to see that Gon is contacting Knuckle and Shoot, we get to see that the chairman is powering up for one hell of a final battle, and it looks like the next episode is definitely going to feature more action. However, at the end of this week's episode, we finally get to see some more stuff with the Ant King, and I'm kind of glad that they're not showing us too much of what he's doing, because it just makes him seem all the more mysterious. But apparently he's collecting like all the people in the country who are like the championships of like their respective sports and games so that he can defeat them. And the way I'm looking at it is he kind of wants to be like the ultimate life form. He's basically Cell. And yes, everybody and their mom has already mentioned that he looks a lot like Cell and Frieza combined with each other, and Cell already is made of Frieza, so it's already pretty weird. So the point is, he's challenging all of these people, and it's really freaky. The first time he's playing against this guy, he's playing a game of shogi, and the guy's obviously really freaked out, you know, and then he just, like, completely rips his ear off, and there's blood all over the place. Dude starts to run away, and then the Ant King just, like, destroys him with his weird syringe tail. It's all freaky and awesome. He's definitely one of the coolest villains I've seen in the entire series. Of Hunter x Hunter, he's easily the coolest, most intimidating, and creepy villain that we've seen so far. But at the end of the episode, we are introduced to a brand new character, this young woman, who looks like she might actually be blind, and it looks like she's going to challenge the Ant King to this game called Gungi, or Gungai. I don't really know how it's pronounced. All I know is if you've seen the ending of Hunter x Hunter right now, you could probably know that this girl's going to be pretty important to the story. I really don't know how, but I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. All I know is next episode looks like it's going to be really fun. Looks like we're going to get some pretty cool action from some of the other characters who haven't really been showcased that much. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do. And I really can't wait to see the chairman get into action because they have been building him up so much. And, you know, throughout the course of the series, we really haven't seen him do anything. Like, he's pretty much trained with Gon and Killua, and he's just sort of been in the shadows. But they've always been sort of hinting that this guy is just going to wreck shit, so I really cannot wait to see what he is capable of. Otherwise, even though this was not an action-packed episode of Hunter x Hunter, it completely had my attention. It was great to learn a little bit more about Melioron, who's definitely one of the more interesting Chimera ants. And I really can't wait to see what is going on with Killua's situation, but next week's episode is going to be fun. But this one right here, I really don't have any complaints with it. I thought it was well-paced. I thought all of the explanations were good. Some people might think it's slow. I just thought it was just a really good episode that was building up the atmosphere. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I just really liked this one. I'm really enjoying the Hunter x Hunter anime series. So guys, another great build-up episode of Hunter x Hunter. But how did you guys feel about it? You can let me know with your comments below. Remember guys, before you leave, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. Absolutely one of the best ways to support our videos. So, I will see you next time, guys. Super Kami Guru 9000, out.